Clapton is God. Where did that phrase come from, and what did Eric Clapton actually think of it? I'm Ed from Guitar Space, and those are the two questions that I'm going to answer. Clapton is God was written in the graffiti style, and it appears on a wall in Islington, London. Now, there's speculation as to exactly who did it. One of the theories, and it's a real simple one, it's an admirer or a fan, right? That's an easy one to go by. But there's a second one, and that's by Eric himself. Eric believes that a fellow by the name of Hamish Grimes, who worked for the promoter of the Yardbirds, was the guy who actually, he did it as a promotional technique. There's speculation as to when exactly this happened. Many folks believe that it was around 65. In 1965, Eric Clapton was a member of John Mayall's Blues Breakers, and he was a member for a few months in early 65, took like a 6-month hiatus, and then rejoined John Mayall's Blues Breakers. Now, this was cool with John Mayall. He treated the Blues Breakers as sort of like a jazz outfit. You know, members would come and go, and he just looked at it as the price of doing business for doing what he loved to do. He accepted Clapton back with open arms, and a lot of history was made with this band, and especially with Eric's guitar sound. I'm going to throw in a couple of extra fun facts into this. Now, his guitar sound at the time was a Les Paul and a Marshall. And the thing is, when they went to record the Beano album, Eric came in, plugged in, played, and the engineer said that you can't play that loud. Now, you have to remember, the recording engineers at that time were radio guys. And basically, they just looked at meters. They didn't do any mixing. They just threw up a couple mics, and that was it. So they didn't really do the job of what a producer was thought to do and what engineers/producers did later. Now, John Mayall saw that Eric started packing his stuff up and he was getting ready to leave. So he went in, he smoothed things over with the engineers. Word has it that he bribed them and this and that. And Eric came in and recorded that famous Beano record. Now, can you imagine if he didn't record that? He basically revolutionized the guitar sound at that time. Also, his way of playing led to this mystique and adoration from his fans and calling him God. Now, what did Eric think of it? He was embarrassed by it. He didn't like the notoriety. There's a famous picture of the graffitied wall and the dog relieving himself on it. And he jokingly points that out. He did want to be taken seriously because he was taking the music seriously. So he accepted some of the adoration, but it made him a little uncomfortable. And I'll throw one more fun fact in there for you. After Clapton left the Yardbirds, he was replaced by Peter Green. And Peter Green was called Green God. Didn't quite stick though, did it? I'm Ed from Guitar Space. I'll see you next time.